and welcome. We are beginning a new chapter in Science 1, which is chapter number 4, called Effects of Electric Current. Okay, and this is our first learning session. So let us begin with the question, why are we learning this chapter? Okay, so if you just look up, most probably you're sitting under a fan, right? And why is that fan working? The fan is working because of a principle which comes because of electric current. Okay, the fan is working because one of the effects of the electric current. That is one example or application of effects of electric current. Another I could think of was whenever you charge your mobile, and whenever your mobile is charging through that charger, and if you go and touch the charger, it is generally warmer, right? It is a little hot. Why is it warm? Why is it hot? The reason again, it is because of the effect of electric current flowing through it. Or even if you don't think about charger, when you are playing games on your mobile, and or maybe you're watching videos for a very long time on your mobile, even then your mobile gets hot, right? So why is that happening? Again, because of the electric current flowing within your mobile. Okay, so many of the things which we use in our surroundings, many of them rely on effects of electric current. Okay, so why do these things occur? For example, how is the fan working? Or say, for example, why is your phone getting heated up, and can it blow up, can it explode, etc., etc. If these questions interest you, then this chapter should be of value to you. Okay, that's why we should learn this chapter. Okay, with that out of our way, these are the things we are going to cover today. Okay, I'm first going to introduce this chapter to you all. We are going to revise a few terms and formulas related to electric current, which we have learned in our previous classes. Then we will see energy transfer in an electric circuit, and then finally we'll see Joule's law of heating. Okay, so these are your objectives for today. The first objective is students will be able to recall यानी याद करना. Okay, revise करना, याद करना. So students will be able to recall what terms and concepts related to the chapter, which is effects of electric current, learned in previous grades. So whatever we learned about electricity and circuits in previous chapters, that we're going to revise and recall. Okay, then the next one is students should be able to explain energy transfer in an electric circuit. Okay, so once I explain the concept to you all should be able to explain it orally to a friend and also in written form, so that an examiner can check and give you marks on it. Okay, so this is what a circuit looks like. We have already seen many circuits in a previous class, right? So this is how a circuit looks like. The first thing you can notice here below is a cell, right? Here you can see a cell. So what is the symbol for a cell? There are two parallel lines. Here is the first, here is the second. One parallel line will be longer than the other. The longer line of those parallel lines is the positive terminal. The shorter line is the negative terminal. Okay. The next thing you can see is arrows, right? You can see arrows over here. So what are these arrows indicating? They are indicating the flow of electricity, okay, or current. So current is flowing from here, then it is going in the ammeter, then it's going in resistance. Some of it must also go into voltmeter, then they will connect back here, and then the current is going to go back to the negative terminal, right? So this also we have seen in our previous classes, what that electricity always flows from positive terminal to the negative terminal. Okay, next thing we can look at is here resistance, right? What is resistance? What is the meaning of resistance in English? The meaning of the word resistance in English is to oppose. Okay, virodh karna, oppose karna, to go against something or go against someone. So resistance means opposition. So what is resistance opposing over here? What is flowing from the resistor? Electric current is flowing, right? So resistance का काम क्या है? Resistance का काम है to oppose electric current. That is its purpose, that is its function. Okay, then you can see voltmeter here and ammeter here. What does ammeter measure? Both of these are measuring devices. Okay, so ammeter is going to measure how much current is there in the circuit, and voltmeter is going to measure the potential difference. Okay, what is potential difference? So if you'll remember, I had given an analogy of two tanks, right? If there are two tanks of water, here is a tank of water, here is a tank of water. Okay, दोनों में पानी है, and I connect them using a pipe. So what is going to happen to the water in this tank? The water from this tank is going to flow to the water in the lower tank. Why is that going to happen? क्यों हुआ ऐसे? यहाँ से पानी यहाँ पे क्यों गया? एक पाइप से कनेक्ट करने के बाद यहाँ से पानी यहाँ पे इसीलिए आया क्योंकि this is at lower potential and this is at higher potential. This tank is at higher potential, this tank is at lower potential, and things always like to move from higher potential to lower potential. Okay, we're going to repeat this one more time. अगर मैंने यहाँ पे एक टैंक ले लिया, पानी से भर दिया उसको, यहाँ पे भी एक टैंक ले लिया, उसको पानी से भर दिया, दोनों में पानी है, then I connect both of them using a pipe. What is going to happen if I connect both of them with the pipe? Water is going to flow from the tank above, it is going to flow to the tank which is below, right? जिसका height कम है उसमें पानी ज्यादा, उसमें पानी transfer हो जाएगा. Why is that happening? Because the tank above is at a higher potential, tank below is at lower potential. Okay, and things always like to keep itself at the lower potential. So that's the reason why water is flowing from the tank which is at which is higher to the tank which is lower. Okay, similarly, what is the function of a cell? The cell's function is to create electric potential. Okay, so यहाँ पे charge divide करके वो electric potential बनाएगा. Okay, so how much is the drop in potential? For example, अगर इनका potential का difference इस टैंक और इस टैंक का पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस निकालना है, तुम क्या करोगे? इस टैंक का हाइट चेक कर लो, इस टैंक का हाइट चेक कर लो, दोनों का हाइट का क्या डिफरेंस है, दैट विल बी योर पोटेंशियल difference, right? You know the formula for potential difference: mass into gravity into height. So you can find potential difference by calculating the difference in height. Similarly, यहाँ पे तुम्हें potential difference calculate करना होगा कि the difference between the positive and the negative charge कितना ज्यादा है. That will be done by your voltmeter. Okay, so voltmeter potential difference measure करने वाला है. What is potential difference? Potential difference का एक दूसरा नाम है voltage also. So voltmeter is going to measure either voltage or potential difference. Both of them are the same. And what is ammeter doing here? Ammeter is going to measure how much current is there in the circuit. Okay. Also, one more thing, one important component is missing here, which is key or switch, right? So अगर ये पूरा का पूरा कनेक्टेड होगा तो ही इसमें से करंट फ्लो कर सकता है. अगर कहीं पे भी एक गैप आ गया, ओके, या फिर स्विच ओपन है, then current is not going to flow through it. So that's a quick revision of the electric circuit. Okay, next, so these are the terms we have already learned in our previous classes with respect to a circuit. So charge, what is charge? What is charge is not an easy question to answer. Okay, the very simple answer I can give you is it is fundamental property of matter. अगर कोई भी matter होगा यूनिवर्स में, उसका कोई ना कोई चार्ज होगा. Either it can be positive charge, it can be negative charge, or it can be zero charge, जिसको हम लोग न्यूट्रल बोलते हैं, right? So it's fundamental property of matter. Similarly, if you ask me what is mass, I don't have a good answer. The simplest answer I can give what is mass is it is the fundamental property of matter. फिर कोई भी matter ले लो, उसका कुछ ना कुछ mass होगा. Okay, so that is charge. Charge is the fundamental property of matter. कोई भी matter होगा उसका कुछ ना कुछ charge होगा, positive, negative या zero. Then current, what is current? Current is flow of charge. Okay, when charge starts flowing, उसको तुम current बोलोगे. Next, resistance. Resistance मतलब क्या? Opposition to current. If अगर किसी मटेरियल का बहुत ज्यादा हाई रेजिस्टेंस होगा, यानी वो करंट को अपने अंदर से फ्लो करने नहीं देगा. और किसी का रेजिस्टेंस बहुत कम होगा, यानी उसका ऑपोजिशन टू करंट बहुत कम होगा, यानी वो अपने अंदर से करंट को काफी इजीली पास होने देगा. ओके, सो व्हाट इज रेजिस्टेंस? रेजिस्टेंस इज बेसिकली ऑपोजिशन टू करंट. ओके, चार्ज को फ्लो होने नहीं देना रेजिस्टेंस को. Ammeter is a device that measures current. Voltage क्या है? Voltage is potential difference, and I've told you what potential difference is. जैसे पानी के केस में, टैंक के केस में हाइट कितना ऊपर नीचे है उससे डिसाइड होता है कि पानी ऊपर से नीचे कैसे फ्लो होगा. And things always like to keep themselves at low potential, right? So बैटरी का क्या काम है? गिव मी अ मिनट. सेल का क्या काम है? सेल का काम है वो पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस क्रिएट करना. Okay, so the positive terminal is at a higher potential, the negative terminal is at a lower potential. So क्योंकि अभी ये potential difference create हो गया, that is the reason why current is going to flow from the positive terminal to the negative terminal. वो कैसे flow होने वाला है? Through the circuit. So current is going to flow from the positive terminal to the through the circuit to the lower potential. Okay, to the negative terminal which is at the lower potential. Okay, so voltage is basically your potential difference, and voltmeter is a device that measures voltage. Okay, and also see the symbols. Charge का क्या symbol है? Capital Q. Current का capital I, resistance का capital R, voltage का capital V. These are the symbols used for these particular terms. And what are the formulas related to these this chapter? First is electrical energy. Electrical energy का क्या formula है? Voltage into चार्ज. ओके, वोल्टेज इंटू चार्ज इज इलेक्ट्रिकल एनर्जी. तो फॉर्मूला क्या बन जाएगा? एनर्जी इज इक्वल टू वी इंटू क्यू. वोल्टेज का सिंबल है वी, चार्ज का सिंबल है क्यू. नेक्स्ट, करंट इज इक्वल टू चार्ज अपॉन टाइम. सो करंट मैंने क्या बोला था? करंट इज फ्लो ऑफ चार्ज, राइट? सो करंट का अगर नंबर देना है तुम्हें, and half of physics is just assigning numbers to things. Okay, if you have numbers for things become easier to add, subtract, multiply, divide, compare, so on and so forth. So if current is flow of charge, how much charge is flowing in a given time? That is current. Okay, so the formula for current will be charge divided by time. And in symbols, if you have to write current के लिए you can write I, charge के लिए you can write Q, and time के लिए you can write T, small t. Okay, all rest of the symbols are capital. Next, electrical power. This I don't think you all have studied in the previous classes. I'm not really sure. But anyway, what is electrical power? The formula for electrical power is energy transferred divided by the time required. Okay, so to understand electrical power well, think of cars. Okay, सो कार्स का जो एनर्जी होता है, या फिर सॉरी कार्स का जो पावर होता है, वो जनरली हॉर्स पावर्स में देते हैं, राइट? और हॉर्स पावर्स देने के बजाय वो लोग आजकल क्या दूसरा क्वांटिटी देते हैं कार्स का पावर बताने के लिए, कि दिस कार कैन गो फ्रॉम 0 मीटर्स पर सेकेंड और 0 किलोमीटर्स पर आवर टू 100 किलोमीटर्स पर आवर इन 5 सेकेंड्स, इन 3 सेकेंड्स. सो 0 स्पीड से 100 किलोमीटर पर आवर स्पीड में कितना टाइम में जा सकता है? दैट इज द क्वेश्चन. अभी 100 किलोमीटर्स पर आवर एक मारुति सुजुकी भी जा सकती है एंड एक मर्सिडीज भी जा सकती है. दोनों में फर्क क्या होगा? कि मारुति सुजुकी को 0 से लेके 100 तक जाने में कितना टाइम लगेगा? इट कैन टेक अराउंड से फॉर एग्जांपल 1 मिनट लग सकता है. फर्स्ट गियर, सेकंड गियर, थर्ड गियर, वैसे कर करके 100 किलोमीटर पर आवर तक पहुंचने के लिए 1 मिनट तक लग सकता है. वैसे वो जो मर्सिडीज होगी वो 10-15 सेकंड में 100 किलोमीटर पर आवर में पहुंच जाएगी. सो दोनों का एनर्जी ट्रांसफर सेम है. मर्सिडीज भी उतना ही एनर्जी यूज कर रही है और मारुति भी उतना ही एनर्जी यूज कर रही है. बट दोनों में फर्क क्या है? मर्सिडीज में उतना एनर्जी बहुत कम टाइम में मिल रहा है, मारुति में उतना सेम एनर्जी बहुत ज्यादा टाइम लग रहा है ट्रांसफर करने के लिए. इसलिए मर्सिडीज का पावर ज्यादा है और मारुति का पावर कम है, क्योंकि मारुति को बहुत ज्यादा टाइम लग रहा है, मर्सिडीज को बहुत कम टाइम में वो उतना ही सेम एनर्जी ट्रांसफर कर रहा है. That is one way to think about electrical power. Okay, what is electrical power? It is energy transfer divided by the time required. कितना जल्दी तुम energy transfer कर सकते हो. The less amount of time you take for energy transfer, the more power you have. Okay, so these are your formulas. So here are, can you recall type of questions given on page number 47. Okay, first is, how do we decide that a given material is a good conductor of electricity or is an insulator? Okay, कोई भी मटेरियल गुड कंडक्टर है इलेक्ट्रिसिटी का, इंसुलेटर है, कैसे डिसाइड होता है? एंड सेकेंड इज, आयन इज अ कंडक्टर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिसिटी, राइट? आयन तो एक्चुअली गुड कंडक्टर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिसिटी है, राइट? But when we pick up a piece of iron resting on the ground, we don't get an electric shock. But अगर समझो रास्ते में कोई आयन का ऑब्जेक्ट पड़ा होगा या फिर कोई लोखंड का टुकड़ा पड़ा होगा, if we actually pick that up, कोई शॉक नहीं लगता. बट वो तो एक गुड कंडक्टर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिसिटी है, तो शॉक तो लगना चाहिए. Why is that happening? Okay, so pause the video here, take a minute or two to think about these questions. Okay, need not write the answers, but at least think about the questions. What do you think the answer will be? So pause the video right here. I'll wait for 5 seconds and think of the answer and then continue watching this video. Okay, I hope you paused the video and had time to think about the answers for these two questions. Okay, so let us discuss the answers now. So, first, how do you decide if a material is a good conductor of electricity or an insulator? So, a material is said to be a good conductor of electricity if it allows electricity to easily pass through it. Okay, so अगर कोई भी मटेरियल अपने बॉडी में से इलेक्ट्रिसिटी को बहुत इजीली पास होने दे रहा है, देन यू विल कॉल इट एज अ गुड कंडक्टर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिसिटी. बट वी हैव आल्सो सीन द मीनिंग ऑफ रेजिस्टेंस, राइट? व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ रेजिस्टेंस? इलेक्ट्रिसिटी को अपोज करना. तो अगर एक मटेरियल में से इलेक्ट्रिसिटी बहुत इजीली पास हो रही है, यानी उसका रेजिस्टेंस क्या है? लो है, राइट? क्योंकि अगर रेजिस्टेंस ज्यादा होगा तो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी पास करने नहीं देगा, क्योंकि रेजिस्टेंस अपोज करेगा इलेक्ट्रिसिटी को. So a good conductor will allow electricity to easily pass through it, यानी उसका resistance level काफी low होगा. Okay, it means its resistance value is low. Next, उसका उल्टा insulator होगा. A material is said to be an insulator if it does not allow electricity to pass through it. अगर खुद से electricity को pass होने नहीं दे रहा अपने body में से, then it is an insulator. और खुद से अगर electricity pass होने नहीं दे रहा है, what does it mean for the resistor? What does it mean for the resistance value? उसका resistance value कैसा होगा? Resistance value will be high. क्यों? क्योंकि अगर resistance value high होगा तो opposition to current ज्यादा होगा. Opposition to current ज्यादा होगा तो electricity pass नहीं हो पाएगी ठीक से. Okay. Next question is about iron, right? Iron तो अच्छा conductor है. It's a good conductor of electricity. Then जब जमीन पे अगर कोई लोखंड का टुकड़ा होगा उसको उठा लेंगे तो शॉक नहीं लगता. ऐसा क्यों? The answer is to get a shock, the object should be charged. वो जो ऑब्जेक्ट जिससे शॉक लगता है वो हमेशा उसमें चार्ज होता है. सो अगर तुम्हें शॉक लगना चाहिए तो उसमें चार्ज होना चाहिए. पीसीज ऑफ आयन ऑन द ग्राउंड आर नॉट चार्ज. ओके, वो न्यूट्रल होते हैं, चार्ज नहीं है, यानी ना ही पॉजिटिव चार्ज है ना ही नेगेटिव चार्ज है, यानी वो न्यूट्रल है, जीरो चार्ज. सो पीसीज ऑफ आयन ऑन द ग्राउंड आर नॉट चार्ज. Thus, even though iron is a good conductor of electricity, we do not get an electric shock while lifting it from the ground. इसीलिए आयन अच्छा कंडक्टर होते हुए भी उसको अगर हम लोग हाथ लगाएंगे रास्ते पे या फिर जो जमीन पे पड़ा हुआ है उससे शॉक नहीं लगता, क्योंकि उसमें चार्ज ही नहीं है, और शॉक लगने के लिए चार्ज लगता है. ओके, नाउ दे हैव गिवन यू एन एक्टिविटी. ओके, so let us see what that activity is. They have asked you to connect a circuit according to the diagram given. Okay, so obviously we are not going to connect an actual circuit, but we are only going to discuss whatever discussions we can have based on looking at the diagram. Okay, so again let me quickly go through the diagram. If you see, यहाँ पे दो सेल्स लगाए हैं, यहाँ पे एक पॉजिटिव टर्मिनल नेगेटिव टर्मिनल, वापस एक पॉजिटिव टर्मिनल नेगेटिव टर्मिनल. सो दो सेल्स को साथ में लगा. सो व्हेनेवर टू सेल्स आर कनेक्टेड टुगेदर we call it as battery of cells. Okay, singular you will call it as cell. When you have more than one cells you will call it as battery of cells. Okay, so you must have realized कि तुम लोग रिमोट में जनरली कोई भी रिमोट होगा टीवी वगैरह का, उसमें दो सेल्स लगते हैं. So whenever there's two cells, you can call it as a battery of cells. Okay, so here you have a battery of cells. So overall इस battery का positive terminal ऊपर है, negative terminal यहाँ पे नीचे है, and current is flowing from the positive terminal to the negative terminal this way. So you can see the arrows over here. Here is one arrow, here is the other arrow. And what is the value of current? I. Value of current has been given. Here is the key. So in the last diagram of the सर्किट we did not have a key, right? but यहाँ पे हमें की दिया गया. so अगर यहाँ पे ब्लैक डॉट नहीं दिया, यानी वो की को खोल के रखा है, यानी वो पूरा सर्किट कनेक्टेड नहीं है. अगर यहाँ पे ब्लैक डॉट दे दिया उसका मतलब वो की को बंद किया, यानी सर्किट कंप्लीट हो गया. नाउ द चार्ज कैन स्टार्ट फ्लोइंग. सिमिलरली वी हैव अ रेजिस्टर आर. तो इस पॉइंट का नाम दिया. ओके, व्हाट इज ए ओवर हियर? ये जो पॉइंट है इस पॉइंट का नाम ए है, यहाँ पे जो पॉइंट है उस पॉइंट का नाम बी है, and is resistor का जो resistance value है that is R, and you have a voltmeter over here and ammeter over here. Voltmeter to measure the potential difference and ammeter to measure the current in the circuit. Okay, and then there are a few interesting questions given over here, so we'll try to answer those questions. If we keep the actually no let me pause the video here. Please read the question and think of answers by yourself, and then we will discuss it together. Okay, so again I'm going to wait for 5 seconds. In those 5 seconds please pause the video here, read all the questions and think of answers by yourself, and then we can discuss it together. Okay. Okay, I hope you paused the video and have read the questions and have some idea about the answers of these questions. Okay, so the first question is, if we keep the circuit connected, will the battery be drained? अगर ये सर्किट को कनेक्ट करके रखा है और समझो हम लोग ने 4 घंटे 5 घंटे 7 8 घंटे ऐसे ही चालू रखा है ये सर्किट, ओके, करंट फ्लो होते गया इतने लंबे समय के लिए, तो इसका बैटरी का चार्ज उतर जाएगा क्या? ड्रेन यानी चार्ज निकल जाना, बैटरी ड्रेन हो जाना. So will the battery be drained? इसका चार्ज पूरा निकल जाएगा. What do you think? The answer is yes, isn't it? कोई भी चीज अगर तुम लोग बहुत टाइम के लिए बैटरी को यूज कर दो एक समय पे, तो उसका बैटरी ड्रेन हो जाता है. Similarly on mobiles, if you use the mobile for a very long time, the battery is going to be drained. Similarly, the current is flowing, right? It is flowing through the circuit, so battery is going to get drained. So the next question is, what is the energy of battery used for? So battery में कुछ ना कुछ energy है. The battery is getting drained, यानी वो energy निकल रही है उस battery में से. And we also know a law about energy. What is the law about energy? That energy can neither be created nor destroyed. It can only be transferred from one form of energy to another form of energy. Okay. So ये जो energy battery में से निकल रहा है, वो कहीं पे तो गायब नहीं हो सकता. It cannot be destroyed. It can only be transferred into some other form of energy. तो कौन से form of energy में ट्रांसफर हो रहा है और कहाँ पे यूज हो रही है वो एनर्जी? वन वेरी ऑब्वियस आंसर इज, चार्ज को अगर तुम्हें ट्रांसपोर्ट करना है तो एनर्जी लगने वाली है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ यू कॉल अ टैक्सी एंड यू टेक अ टैक्सी से फ्रॉम घाटकोपर टू दादर, then the taxi's petrol is being burnt and the engine is converting that chemical energy of petrol to mechanical energy of the wheels, right? And that is how the energy is being used to transport you from Ghatkopar to Dadar. Similarly, to transport charges, what is current? Current is flow of charges, right? So to transport charges also you need energy. So a lot of energy of this battery is going towards transportation of that charge for the current. Okay, but that's not the end of story. Here, if you see the resistor and if you actually connect this circuit and you touch the resistor after some time, it is going to be warm. Similarly, similar to your charger or similar to your mobile, if you use it for a long time, it gets warm, right? Similarly, यहाँ पे भी if you connect this circuit for a very long time, the resistor is going to get warm. Okay, so some of the energy of battery is also going to heat up the resistor. So इसका energy resistor को heat करने में भी जा रहा. So that's the answer to second question. Okay, and if you take science after 10th standard, you will be doing many experiments on these circuits. Okay, and things do blow up in those labs. Okay, for example, बहुत बार हम लोग ICs यूज करते हैं. What are ICs? Integrated circuits, very somewhat similar to resistor. वो अगर तुम सर्किट में डाल दो और उसमें से बहुत ज्यादा करंट पास हो गया, then that वो जो IC है इंटीग्रेटेड सर्किट वो जलने लग जाता है, and you can smell that something is burning. So whenever some student messes things up, the professor is going to come to know because of the smell. The professor will just look ahead, everyone check your circuits because I can smell something burning. Then everyone will check their circuits if the circuit has been short somewhere. Okay, then if in the circuit the resistor is replaced by a motor, okay, resistor को निकाल के यहाँ पे motor लगा दिया, in which form will the energy be given by the cell get transformed to? So अगर यहाँ पे resistor निकाल के motor लगा दिया, तो ये जो cell से energy निकल के transfer हुई थी इसको heat करने में, तो अब कैसे transfer होगा? So अब किस में transfer होगा? Motor will start spinning, right? It will start spinning or rotating its axle. So motor क्या होता है? Motor से for example when you're buying a toy car, so उसमें battery होता है and wheels होते हैं. तो wheels को कौन घुमाता है? Motor. So motor is converting the electrical energy from the battery to mechanical energy. Okay, और mechanical energy की वजह से वो wheels rotate होने लग जाते हैं. So if you put a motor here, electrical energy is being converted to mechanical energy. Okay, so we have answered all three questions. So now you know what energy transfer is, right? So you should be able to explain energy transfer to someone if you've understood that well. So the answers are yes, the battery of the circuit is going to be drained. Then the energy is used to transport charge from one terminal to the other and heat the resistor. And electrical energy will be converted to mechanical energy if you replace this resistor by a motor. Okay, last question, and this is a more interesting question. And I told you, right, most of science is basically, if you know a concept, you have to put a number on that. Most of, not science but physics, most of physics is just अगर तुम्हें कुछ पता है, कुछ concept है, कोई value है, तो उस पे एक number डालना है. Okay, so if the resistor is getting heated because of the energy transfer from battery to heat energy, then how much energy will be transferred to the resistor as heat? कितना ट्रांसफर होगा? 1%, 2%, 1 डिग्री, 2 डिग्री, 1 जूल, 2 जूल, कितना होगा? Don't really know, right? So to answer this question, we'll have to study Joule's law of heating. Okay, Joule was the name of a scientist, and unit of energy is Joule, right? Uska symbol है J. So unit of energy is Joule because it is named after a scientist called as Joule. So Joule has made such great contributions to the field of science and physics कि energy का जो unit है वो उसके नाम पे है. How cool is that? Okay, so टू अंडरस्टैंड ये कितना हीट होने वाला है, हम लोग को जूल्स लॉ ऑफ हीटिंग पढ़ना है. ओके, सो व्हाट इज जूल्स लॉ ऑफ हीटिंग? जूल्स लॉ ऑफ हीटिंग सेज हीट ट्रांसफर्ड इज इक्वल टू करंट स्क्वायर मल्टीप्लाइड बाय रेजिस्टेंस मल्टीप्लाइड बाय टाइम. ओके, अगर इसको सिंबल फॉर्म में लिखना है तो हीट को H बोलेंगे, करंट को I बोलेंगे, तो I स्क्वायर हो गया, मल्टीप्लाइड बाय रेजिस्टर को कैपिटल R बोलेंगे, एंड टाइम को स्मॉल t बोलेंगे. ओके, and how do I remember this? I remember this using one small sentence. Okay, I swear Aarti. So Aarti is the name of a person. Swear yani kasam khana. Okay, swear yani kasam khana. So I swear Aarti. So I swear Aarti, I squared Aarti. It's very similar sounding. So that's how I remember this particular equation. I hope यू ऑल्सो रिमेंबर यूजिंग दिस. कभी भी अगर तुम्हें जूल्स लॉ ऑफ हीटिंग, जूल्स लॉ ऑफ हीटिंग यानी हीट आना चाहिए उसमें, राइट? सो एक LHS तो आ गया तुम्हें, हीट अभी इज इक्वल टू क्या? सो बस याद करना, मैं कौन सा सेंटेंस याद किया था? आई स्क्वायर आरती. आई स्क्वायर आरती यानी आई स्क्वायर आर टी. दैट्स हाउ you can also try to remember this particular equation. Okay, and in the next learning session we'll learn how to derive this particular equation. इसको derive कैसे करना है ये भी सीख लेंगे. Okay, so what all did we see? We saw the terms such as charge, which is the fundamental property of matter. We had seen current, current क्या है? Flow of charge. Then we had seen voltage, voltage क्या? Potential difference. जैसे पानी ऊपर वाले टैंक से नीचे वाले टैंक में फ्लो होता है, क्योंकि नीचे वाला टैंक लोअर पोटेंशियल पे है, ऊपर वाला टैंक हायर पोटेंशियल पे है, और चीजों को हमेशा हाई पोटेंशियल से लो पोटेंशियल पे जाना है. सिमिलरली बैटरी का काम क्या है? वो जो पोटेंशियल है, इलेक्ट्रिकल पोटेंशियल क्रिएट करना. सो पॉजिटिव टर्मिनल ऊपर हो जाता है, नेगेटिव टर्मिनल नीचे हो जाता है, तो पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस क्रिएट करता है बैटरी. और पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस की वजह से करंट को पॉजिटिव टर्मिनल से नेगेटिव टर्मिनल जाने का मन करता है, क्योंकि नेगेटिव टर्मिनल लोअर पोटेंशियल पे है. और वो कैसे जाएगा? थ्रू द सर्किट. सो वोल्टेज वी हैड सीन इज पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस. एमीटर करंट को मेजर करने के लिए, वोल्ट मीटर वोल्टेज को मेजर करने के लिए, पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस को मेजर करने के लिए. Then we had seen how is energy transferred in an electric circuit. Some of the energy is used to transport the charge, and some of it is also given out as heat. वो जो resistor है वो heat होने लग जाएगा, गर्म होने लग जाएगा. So that is how energy is being transferred from the battery of cells to the resistor. And then we had seen Joule's law of heating. Just check, did you accomplish the learning objectives for today? Can you recall the terms and concepts such as voltage, current, their formulas, etc., related to this chapter from your previous grades? And can you explain energy transfer in electric current to a friend of yours orally or in written form for an examiner to check and give you marks on? Okay, so and if you haven't accomplished these objectives, what are you going to do about it? Can you watch the video again? Can you ask help for a friend? Can you watch some other videos on YouTube? Or you can come in doubt solving sessions. What are you going to do about it? Okay, you have to answer that for yourself. That's it for this learning session. I hope you all enjoyed this learning session and have understood it. And that's it for this learning session. I hope to see you all in the next learning session. Till then, see you guys. Bye and peace.